LFC Now, in association with Standard Chartered, main sponsor of Liverpool Football Club.
Liverpool's first ever game in Australia has ended in a victory. A first half strike from Steven Gerrard and a late second from Iago Aspas was good enough for a 2-0 win for the Reds in front of a near sellout 95,000 crowd here at the MCG. Fantastic atmosphere. If you missed the action a little bit earlier, well, here are the best bits.
That's nice, and it just opens up a little, and Brad Jones is forced to make the save from the boot. Here's Gerrard, who's rarely sloppy, if ever, forces a save from the goalkeeper. Saw it all the way, did Nathan Coe. Skertle's very high up the field.
Oh, just like the shot we saw earlier on from Andrew Nebu.
Lovely dummy by Gerrard. There's Joe Allen, spaces outside, ball goes inside. Steven Gerrard! Well, that's what the fans have come to see in the MCG. Steven Gerrard scores a wonderful goal, and it's probably the first time an Englishman has received such a cheer in this famous old ground. That's lovely. This is Payne, again liking to come in from that left-hand side and really forcing Brad Jones into a tricky little save. Jose Enrique, Barini, great effort, not far away. Would have been a lovely goal from Fabio Barini. Downing will take the Liverpool corner. Free header, good save by the goalkeeper. Daniel Agger, who had the free header, and we saw it all the way. Suarez, lovely ball, Aspas, goalkeeper watched it well, he gambled as well on the near post. He was grateful for the ball going there rather than across him. Had it gone across him, I don't think he'd have got there.
Well, again, Aspas, I saw him in Indonesia, and that was one of his traits, getting down the little sides of the channels between the centre-backs and the full-backs. Again, on that occasion, just the wrong option, had to go across the goalkeeper.
And Liverpool finish it off in style. Luis Suarez causing all the problems.
Aspas against the goal.
And Liverpool wrap up their night in Melbourne with a second goal and a comfortable victory.
So a win for the Reds here in Melbourne today, and afterwards we caught up with the manager Brendan Rodgers to gauge his post-match thoughts.
I was pleased with the performance. It was, I think you give a big credit to Melbourne Victory. They're obviously the top team in Australia, and they've been back for 7-8 weeks now in their pre-season. So, and they're a very good side, very well coached. You know, the manager's very much along the same lines as myself in terms of their philosophy and wants to play and as I said, dominate the ball. But I was really pleased with our performance tonight. We had to be patient because defensively they were solid. We had to wait for the moments to break them down, and we showed that patience in the first goal. Tactically, we had to, you know, absorb a wee bit of pressure with them having the ball, but then we broke away and scored a wonderful goal to go 1-0 up. And I thought from there we sort of controlled the game reasonably well. Obviously a change midway through the second half sometimes can unbalance the team, but all the players have been great, been terrific, and I thought that defensively we were really solid and pressed the game well at the right time. So overall, a wonderful occasion, 95,500 people. It's a night that obviously a lot of the players and staff won't forget in a hurry.
Yeah, that rendition of "You'll Never Walk Alone" was pretty incredible. It was sort of a spine-tingling moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. We've drawn over 80,000 in Jakarta and 95,500 here, and we're only on tour. It's absolutely incredible. But again, another demonstration of the huge appeal of Liverpool and the status of the football club. And as you say, it was absolutely great credit to the people of Melbourne and the people of Australia, because I know there's been many have flown in from various parts of the country to be here and to sing like that in the most iconic stadium in Australia and one of the best in the world. Then again, it was a real emotional start to the game.
Just back to the game itself then, I know you were pleased with the performance of all your players, but the young lads in particular seem to stand out tonight. They seem to have really grown throughout the course of this tour so far.
Yeah, I think if you look towards the back, you've got Andre Wisdom, who's becoming a really assured young player within the squad. He'll have a big future, I'm sure, at Liverpool, and we're just educating him on a couple of positions, but he's got a lot of the tools to be a really good player in the future. Jordan Eby at 17 years of age, been really impressed with his football intelligence, his willingness to go in the 1v1 in the duel. His pace is phenomenal. He's like an Olympic sprinter, but great with the ball, and his tactical understanding of the game is improving all the time. Young Raheem has been about, so people know what he can do and what he's like. So I think overall, I've been really pleased with a lot of the players, but it's always nice when you can put boys of 17, 18, 19 into an environment like that, 95,500, and they can come and play and perform like they did.
Just finally, next stop is Bangkok in Thailand. It's going to be pretty hard to top what we've had so far, so what are you expecting?
Well, I believe that that's going to be the most patriotic of all our tour so far. So if it's anything like what Indonesia and Melbourne has been, then it's going to be a phenomenal finish to it. But no, the players have been working really well. We're obviously recovered tonight. We go for a meal, and then we'll be away first thing in the morning, fly over to there, recover, and then we get ready for our game at the weekend. And again, another beautiful country that we're travelling to, and I'm sure the supporters out there will look forward to see us.
Brendan Rodgers there talking to Claire Rourke, who also managed to grab a quick word with our Australian goalkeeper Brad Jones after the game.
Brad, that must have been quite a special experience for you tonight.
It was brilliant. For me, it was fantastic. I get to play in front of my home country. Obviously, my mum was here, my brother, friends of mine. So that was special to play for Liverpool in Australia in front of them. But I think for all the boys, to come to a stadium like this and have a full house and 95,500 people, it's unreal for a friendly. So that was brilliant. I think the boys really enjoyed it.
You've obviously played at this stadium before. How did tonight compare?
Yeah, it's crazy to think. I spoke to the goalkeeper from Melbourne. He's a friend of mine, and he said it was like a home game for us, which it was. The songs during the game were so loud, and before the game as well. Obviously, the "You'll Never Walk Alone" was sung unbelievably well by the Aussie public. So that was fantastic, and it was something that we get to take away with us as a memory.
Yeah, can you take it in during that moment? When "You Never Walk Alone" was sung, we've heard some great renditions down the years, but that was quite special. Did you stop and think about that moment?
Yeah, I think the fact that it is pre-season, you don't quite have the same pressure as some of the league games, so maybe you take in a little bit more and enjoy it a bit more. But yeah, it was fantastic. Like I said, the boys have all enjoyed it, and it's something that we can take from a pre-season. Normally it's just hard work, but this game itself has been brilliant.
How pleased were you to start tonight?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, my first game, but I was carrying a little knock, so we had to take a bit more time and just be a bit cautious with it. But I wanted to make sure I was out there today and to get the chance to play here at the MCG. So no, it was good, and glad to get through it, and good to have the result, and obviously to get the minutes under your belt is important.
Obviously Simon Mignolet has come into the club. Is that fresh competition that you welcome?
Yeah, you know, it's it doesn't change a whole lot for me. You know, I've been competing with Pepe for the last 3 years, and now Simon's come in as well. So, you know, it's the same job. You've got to go in and do your best every day, make sure that the gaffer sees that, and you know, then it comes down to him. You know, I'll always try and do my best, and if I get an opportunity, then I'll try and take it.
And that's it from us at the Melbourne Cricket Ground as Liverpool's first ever visit to Australia draws to a close. It's off to Thailand for the third and final stop on this summer tour. So our next LFC Now will come to you from Bangkok tomorrow. Try and join us for that if you can. But from all of the LFC TV crew down under, it's bye for now.
LFC Now, in association with Standard Chartered, main sponsor of Liverpool football.